Good morning, Vietnam! Welcome to the city of Saigon, otherwise known as Ho Chi Minh City. Tomorrow, I begin a second bicycle saga going from Saigon City in the southern part of Vietnam all the way over about 1,000 kilometers to the delightful city of Pattaya in Thailand. So here I am right now at the train station in Saigon, and look at this for a beautiful train they've got here. Old-fashioned steam locomotive. Very nice indeed. Beautiful condition. I would estimate that's over 100 years old. Fantastic. Very nice indeed. So I'm at the train station to get my bicycle. Most of you probably know that I cycled my bicycle all the way 3,300 kilometers to Hanoi. And when I got to Hanoi, I personally took the train down to Saigon and I shipped my bicycle also by train to Saigon. So I'm here today to pick it up. They've got a lot of warehouses along the side of the train station here, both sides. I've been looking around and I believe the company I shipped with is just around the corner here. That's what somebody told me. So we're going to go and see, can we retrieve my bicycle? So I managed to find it. It's this company here, door to door, easy to remember. So I just gave my receipt to the lady inside. She said, wait a moment, so we'll see what happens next. So far, so good. I just paid 450,000 dong, which is 18 US dollars, which is very, very good. No shipping charges, even though my bicycle's been here for about 10 days. So let's have a look. Wow, here it is. Look at that. Haven't seen it for 2 weeks. Look, looks brand new. Nicely wrapped it up there. Fantastic, excellent. Thank you very much. Come on, is how you say thank you in Vietnamese. Come on, come on. Yes, very, very, very good. I'm very pleased. Even the tires, full, rock hard. Excellent. So I forget the exact date that I shipped my bicycle, but I think it was about 2 weeks ago. So absolutely brilliant. Everything is fantastic. Lights are there, the bell's there. Everything is all nice and working, good condition. And I believe they even washed it for me. So how fantastic is that? So, starting tomorrow, Pattaya, that way. It was so wonderful to see the warehouse open on a Sunday. And I thought it would be. If you had a shipping company, you would think they would be open 7 days a week, especially seeing as the trains run 7 days a week. But to have the bicycle, perfect working order, and everything looking good, that's absolutely brilliant. And all of that for 18 US dollars. When I was in Saigon, the lady said to me it would arrive, I think I shipped it on April 8. She said it would arrive on April 11. However, if I'm picking it up today, April 20, she said I'd have to pay 10 days of storage charges. They charged me no storage charges, so how fantastic is that? So if you're ever in Vietnam, you need to ship something, highly recommend this company called Door to Door. There you go, brilliant. Thank you very much, Door to Door, fantastic, very, very good. Yes, highly recommended. So, what is my plan? Well, my plan is, finances permitting, tomorrow I'm leaving Saigon. I'm gonna head about 1,000 kilometers to Pattaya, but this time I'm not going along the coast. I'm going through the center of Cambodia. So I think that'll take me about 2 days only to get from Saigon to the Cambodia border. Then I go through Phnom Penh, the capital city of Cambodia, and then I head over to Pattaya in Thailand. Whole trip should take around 12 to 14 days, weather permitting. I mean, today there's a high of 36 degrees Celsius here in Ho Chi Minh City. Absolutely amazing. When I was in Hanoi 3 weeks ago, I had a high the one day of 13 degrees. My word, had to go out and buy a thick jacket. It was so cold. Anyway, now we're back to the lovely hot weather that I like. So if I'm super lucky, I'll also have tailwinds for most of this journey, if I'm lucky. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow, but should be prevailing winds from the east. I'm heading west, so that should mean tailwinds most of the way. So Let's hope so for that. So here I am back at my hotel for the night. It's called the Bob Hotel, Bu Vien, Saigon. There you go, Bob Hotel. I've already safely brought my bicycle back here. So behind the white one there's my bicycle. Everything terrific. I mean, I just rode 4 or 5 kilometers here from the train station. Everything absolutely perfect. So, what a great start to my second odyssey. So the first odyssey was 3,300 kilometers, Pattaya to Hanoi. Now here I am in Saigon, and tomorrow morning I'm going to be riding my bicycle to Pattaya. Like I said, approximately 1,000 kilometers. Who knows in the end, but approximately. Like I said, I'm going through the center of Cambodia. Should take me about 2 days to get there, and probably about 1 week to get through Cambodia, and then 2 or 3 or 4 days going through Thailand, depending which road I take, to Pattaya. All in all, probably around about 12 to 14 days. So here I am, downtown Saigon, and I'm going to leave you with miles of smiles. Good morning, Vietnam. Here I am in Saigon. I'm at ground zero. I'm going to be riding my bicycle during the next 2 weeks from Saigon in the southern part of Vietnam all the way over about 1,000 kilometers to Pattaya City in Thailand. If I turn this around, aim up there, this is the famous Bu Vien walking street. And this is ground zero for my epic bicycle ride. Only 1,000 kilometers this time. The bicycle ride I just completed was 3,300 kilometers. That was from Pattaya City over to Hanoi in the northern part of Vietnam. So this is ground zero. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, Monday, April 21, and this is day one of my new bicycle odyssey. I will be posting one video every single day. So if you like to see my exploits, see what I get up to, all the fun, all the joy, all the turmoil, and hopefully this time get some tailwinds. That would be absolutely fantastic. So that's the initial part of my bicycle ride, 1,000 kilometers from Saigon all the way to Pattaya City. Now, if I can raise some sponsors, get some finances in my life, then I'd like to actually cycle pretty much, not all around the world, but all over the world, yes, over the next 3 to 5 years. So we'll see what happens, one step at a time. So here's my trusty bicycle. All loaded up on the back there, as you can see, got my laptop case, got my clothes and toiletries. I just put some oil on the gears, put some oil on the chain, so hopefully everything will be good. Plenty of air in the tires, so that's excellent indeed. And I'm ready to start going, and approximately Pattaya City is that away. So far this morning I've traveled 2 kilometers and I'm in the main downtown part of Saigon at the moment. Behind me is the Opera House, and I'm just walking around this beautiful little garden here. Very nice indeed. My journey I've broken down into several steps. The first major place I'm aiming for is Phnom Penh, which is the capital city of Cambodia. That's about 250 kilometers away, if I'm allowed on the main roads, which I should be. So 250 kilometers, that'll take me 3 days. 80 kilometers, 80 kilometers, 80 kilometers approximately. So I'm just going to flip the camera around. Show this really lovely park here. Flowers, grass, plants, really nice. Super deluxe hotel there, surrounded by high rises. The Caravel Hotel. And look at this massive guitar they have here. All very good. Like I say, that is the back end of the Opera House. Very good. Uh-oh, there's a grass sprinkler coming up here. Don't want to get my camera wet. The weather is absolutely delightful. It's lower 30s at the moment. Forecast high for today is about 35 Celsius, but I love it. I think those of you who have followed me for a while know that I do not like cold weather, and I love the hot weather. So this is delightful indeed. Low 30s with a high today in the mid 30s. Thunderstorms may be forecast for this afternoon, but doubtful. We're on one of the main roads heading out of Saigon, and I spotted a juice vendor, so that's good. So I asked her for sugarcane juice, but I ended up getting, in Philippines we call these pomelo. You see that? Extremely bitter, like a very bitter grapefruit. So that came in a bottle, so that's the pomelo juice, and there's my sugarcane juice. So very hot weather today, good to get lots of nutrients in your body. And there's the friendly lady that served me pomelo, and following this road probably for the next 30 or 40 kilometers takes me out of the city. Then I can get on the main highway to Phnom Penh, capital city of Cambodia. Pattaya City, that away. Now 11 o'clock in the morning. I've been traveling for 2 hours. I've done about 20 kilometers in 2 hours, which isn't bad in this traffic. And every 1 kilometer I keep having to check my map just to make sure I'm on the right road. Com means food, so I'm just having a little bit of lunch. This is mainly different forms of meat. There's one fish over there. So, got myself a nice healthy lunch. Tofu, eggs, vegetable soup, vegetables with rice, and I'm washing it down with a combination of my sugar cane with pomelo juice. All very healthy, all very good. I've now been cycling about 3 hours, done just over 30 kilometers, and finally I've escaped Saigon! Yay! Ho Chi Minh City, no more! For those of you who followed my journey to Hanoi, you'll know that it took me 3 days to finally get out of Saigon. Alright, so here we are, back to our old friend, AH1. So we took AH1 pretty much most of the way up to Hanoi. Well, I guess there's more than one AH1, because this one, Phnom Penh, Cambodia, is this way. So far so good. Temperatures in the low 30s. Oh, it's so nice. And if you look at that little windmill spinning around just there, I believe that is coming from that way. So I do have a tiny bit of a headwind. However, there's been almost no wind today, so nothing to complain about on that front. And look, not much traffic for the moment. However, there is a large stoplight behind me, which in about 30 seconds will go green, and a whole rush. Large vehicles, medium vehicles, and small vehicles will come rushing past. It's early afternoon, and we're coming up to the hottest part of the day, so I thought I'd stop, treat myself to a spot of the golden nectar. This is now the second store in a row I've stopped at. Yeah, they have these beautiful refrigerators, but no beer, no beer, no beer. So I spoke to the lovely lady here, and she has warm beer inside her store there. Well, I don't want warm beer, so that's the second store in a row. On the back of my motorbike here, sorry, on the back of my bicycle, I've got that's water mixed with an energy drink. That'll do for now. Yes, this is Highway 1 again, AH1. Not as busy as going north to Hanoi. This is heading west this way to Phnom Penh. Phnom Penh is actually spelt P-H-N-O-M, but a silent P and a silent H. Phnom Penh, P-E-N-H. That's the capital city of Cambodia. As for the traffic conditions as I'm trucking along here, the actual volume of traffic is less than heading north up to Hanoi, and the volume of the noise is also less, which is good. So not quite so much tooting of the horns, definitely less vehicles. And actually, since we left Ho Chi Minh City, the road surface has improved as well. This is a very nice road surface, the best all day. I'd give this an 8 out of 10 at least. Very smooth asphalt, delightful indeed under your tires, very nice. And you see my lane here, see behind me if you can, see ahead of me. Yes, there's still a lot of large trucks, but they're not doing that horrendous hooting of their horns all the time, which is good. So all in all, nice experience. The sun's been out all day till about 10 minutes ago. Maybe this is looking ominous for the thunderstorms that are forecast for later today. So we'll see. There's definitely a build-up of clouds up in the sky, but also still plenty of lovely blue sky, which is nice. But look how empty the stretch of road is for the moment. I must admit there's a lot of traffic lights along here, so you tend to get bursts of traffic. I think just behind me there'll be another convoy come zooming up in a minute. But all in all, pleasant experience. So getting out of Saigon, not exactly a nightmare, but a lot of traffic, a lot of motorcycles, a lot of people cutting you up. But going along here, you see the large trucks, not hooting. Very good. Well, here's a massive archway. Seems this is the gate to Tay Ninh. So that's where we're heading next, the province of Tay Ninh. And if you have a look, there's a lot of flags up there, a lot of flags around. Most of them are hardly moving at all. Those that are, the wind is coming from behind me across my left shoulder, which means it's a southwest wind. I'm heading west, so that's half a tailwind, which is very, very good news for me. Yes, enough of the headwinds for the last 2 months getting to Hanoi. Yeah, so you see the flags there, not moving very much, but what little bit of wind there is coming from behind me, so that's wonderful news. Road surface has just gone to pot. Look at those potholes there. Ouch, 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 ouch. Once again, I have very good three-way gimbals on this camera, so you don't really notice the bumps as much as I do. Just to let you know where we are, coming up, AH1, otherwise known as Highway 1, which I'm imagining goes all the way from Cambodia to Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City, and all the way up to Hanoi, as we know from the last lot of videos of my journey to Hanoi. Hey, some barking dogs. That's unusual. Oi, what they're barking about here? Oi. Somebody's lost their noodles on the ground here. Uh-oh. Never mind. Oh dear. Never mind. I know I shouldn't be laughing. But there you go. Something interesting to look at there. Somebody lost his delivery packages on the road. So I'm still on the freeway. I've had my eye out looking for new pair of socks for a few hours because the ones I'm wearing are getting old. So I thought, well, if I see a new pair of socks, so this lady here, I just bought them from her, 20,000 dong, so that's 60 cents American. So she's going to open them up with a pair of scissors, let them loose, and in the meantime, this small pair down there, 1 foot and a 2nd foot. Hey presto, before you know it, I'm going to be wearing the new socks and I'll be throwing away the old ones. So there you go, wearing my new socks. Everything's great. Thank you. And back on the road again. Now coming up to mid-afternoon, glorious day, beautiful blue skies. Oh, it's hot and humid though. It's like a good, well-hydrated boy. Just stopped for another sugarcane juice. There it is, beautiful. 10,000 for that, so 40 US cents, and 5,000 dong for that, only 20 US cents. So another water, another sugarcane juice. Haven't yet had a beer today, but no worries. I'm quite happy with the water, quite happy with the sugarcane juice. Skies are still starting to go dark, so it may get some rain later. I'm hoping not, but it's so hot, so humid. Wouldn't surprise me if we do have a thunderstorm later. Good afternoon, Vietnam! Hey! I think by tomorrow we'll be in Cambodia, which is a shame because that means I cannot say that anymore. Hello! Two friendly girls are on their motorbikes waving. Oh, Vietnam, I'm gonna miss you! but not that much. Looking forward to comparing Vietnam with Cambodia. I was only there for 4 days in Cambodia, coming through from Thailand to Hanoi. So I can't really remember what it was like, apart from the roads were atrocious. So, talking of atrocious roads, I'm still on Highway 1, AH1, but it's gone down to 1.5 lanes only. Thankfully, the traffic's not that heavy, but it is noisier than before. And as you can imagine, with only 1.5 lanes, anytime there's 3 or 4 or 5 large trucks come along at the same time, they're all honking at each other. And hello, hello, hello. So if you look at the quality of the road down here, pretty abysmal. I mean, I can try riding on this. This is bumpy as anything. Like I said, I don't know if you can really pick out the bumps. I couldn't do more than 20 or 30 kilometers on that without my bum really hurting, so I'm going to risk it and just cycle on this half a lane for the moment. So we're well and truly out in the country now, paddy fields. I guess it's coming on for the rainy season, that's why the winds will be changing any week soon. Rains will come, time to sow the rice seeds and have another bumper rice crop during the rainy season. That'll be good for the locals. As it is, this road is terrible here, but I'll keep on trucking. I'm in good spirits today, feeling excellent. Life is good, my health is good. If only I can start earning some money, everything will be wonderful. I'm still in Vietnam. There's a local cowboy there on his trusty steed. Finally found a cold beer Saigon. Yet another water, yet another sugarcane juice. Man alive, it's hot and humid. Whew, and I've hardly stopped, so feeling a little bit dizzy. No worries about that. Oh, bloody hell. I love this hot weather. Really, really, really nice. Another cowboy here. I think this one's got local garbage, has he? Yeah, a lot of stuff he's got on there. Okie dokie. Cambodia's that way, so is Thailand. Let's keep trucking. The good news is I've cycled 75 kilometers so far, and if you look directly behind me going that way, it's only 2 kilometers now to the Cambodia border, but I've decided to stay in Vietnam tonight. It just makes things easier for me. I've got money to exchange either before I go over the border or after the border. I think it's easier. It's already 3:15, 3:20 in the afternoon now. Just easier I stay here on the Vietnam side. So I found myself nice motel, my Phuong. Of course, I just go in there and they have no rooms. So about 1.5 kilometers that away, turn up the main road, should be another cheapy hotel. So I'll go check it out. So I have successfully navigated day 1, which is good news. Found myself a hotel for the night. Very nice hotel, actually. And I got the cheapest room, which is 400,000 dong, 16 US dollars. It's only $4 over my budget, so not too bad. But very nice hotel. The man says they've got good Wi-Fi, so that's good news. And I'm only 2.5 kilometers from the border with Cambodia. So tomorrow morning, bright and early, feeling cool, feeling good, I'm gonna go over into Cambodia. And I believe that'll take me about a week to get through Cambodia, because this time I'm going through the fat middle part of the country as opposed to the skinny ocean border part, which I went along last time. It's much narrower Cambodia at the bottom than it is in the middle. It's quite a wide country in the middle. So That'll be tomorrow, across the border, and then into Cambodia. So I think that's it for today. It's about nearly 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I've done about 80 kilometers today, which is pretty good. I've been feeling strong all day. Like I said, I love this hot weather. So nice to be cycling in the heat. Makes your body feel limber and ooh, nice and tingly all over. So there you go. And I'm going to leave you with, let me spin around. I'm going to leave you with miles of smiles. Good morning, Vietnam! Hey, that's the last time I'm going to be saying that because I'm only a couple of kilometers from the border with Cambodia. So goodbye, Vietnam. Hello, Cambodia. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday, April 22. This is day number 2 of my bicycle ride. Not so far, only 1,000 kilometers from Saigon, also known as Ho Chi Minh City, to Pattaya City in Thailand. So about 1,000 kilometers. I guess it'll take me 12 to 14 days. No hurry at all, but that's the estimation. I've got 170 kilometers right now to go to the capital city of Cambodia called Phnom Penh. That'll take me 2 days. So approximately 85 to 90 kilometers today, and the same again tomorrow. So I'll just zoom the camera around for you. I'm actually cycling on the wrong side of the road on purpose. Otherwise, I'd have had to go from where my hotel is. You see the concrete divider? I'd have to go about 1 kilometer the wrong direction just to do a U-turn and come another kilometer back. So road's not that busy. So I'm risking it up the wrong side of the road, just up to the junction here. Then I'll go on the correct side. So Cambodia, a couple of kilometers ahead, and I guess I'll see you just this side of the border or just the other side of the border. I don't want to be filming within the border because of all the security guards may not like it. So I'll catch you in a little while down the road. Look at this guy, just pulls out in front of me. That's what they do. They never look. Is he going to look? No, they never do. So whether it's cars, motorcycles, or what. Hello. Hello. Oblivious to the accident that almost happened. Good morning, Cambodia. I just crossed over the border into Cambodia, so now I'm on Cambodian soil. The whole process this time took about 1 hour. I'd guess 15 minutes on the Vietnamese side, checking out of Vietnam, and then coming into Cambodia, probably 45 minutes. Now, what a rigmarole that all was. So there you go. That's a good word, rigmarole. I've now been cycling about 10 or 15 kilometers, I guess, since the border. I think I'm going to be complaining about the road a lot. I think I'm going to be complaining about the garbage a lot. However, on the positive side, very new, very modern gasoline station here, and wonderful toilets. So I thought I'd just give you a quick glimpse, because it's not always the case in Vietnam that when I go pee-pee, the toilets are clean. So very nice toilet block here. Mirrors, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest cyclist of them all? But nobody here. See, you've got this one with handles here. For those of us that are more well endowed than others, that's a good one. For little children, little boys, and for regular boys, there you go. So very nice. Got grass, got bushes. All in all, very good. So Cambodia, that's one. Thumbs up for you there. Clean, modern toilets at your gasoline station, so thank you for that. A few kilometers back, coming out of the border town, the road went from multiple lanes each side to here, one lane each side. However, they do have a quite wide hard shoulder here, which is perfect for motorbikes and bicycles like myself. You wouldn't want to go down the lip though. That's quite a steep lip there. You'll end up in the bushes along with all the garbage. So this is the main highway from Vietnam to Phnom Penh. I believe they have a toll road, but we're not allowed on that. So this is the equivalent of a Highway 1, AH1 in Vietnam. So I hope the road doesn't deteriorate any more than this. At the moment, I'd give it about a 7 out of 10, which is actually very good. It's relatively smooth asphalt, not as smooth as some, but 7 out of 10 is pretty good, because I hesitate to say anything negative about this road. So I know from experience in the southern parts of Cambodia, it can very rapidly go to a 1 or a 2, or even a 0, like we had early on in my journey, 20 kilometers of 0, which was just dust and gravel and rocks and dirt, and that was not enjoyable at all. Here I am still on the main highway, 140 kilometers to go to Phnom Penh, and I fancied something to eat, so I stopped. This guy's got a barbecue grill going there, so I ordered myself one of each. So I've got sausage, barbecue stick, like little baby sausage balls there, with some papaya salad, an energy drink called Crud, Cambodia beer, and water. So the 3 drinks was 4,000 together. That included a discount because I won. When I pulled the cap there, I won a discount. And actually the Crud, I won a whole can, but I said to the man, you can have my can. So that was all very good. They have coconuts as well, so I may have a coconut juice to finish it all off. I'm feeling good today. The wind is not that strong, which is nice. It's a little bit headwind, a little bit side wind. It's a little bit all over the place, the wind actually. But that's fine. I'm feeling good, and it's a nice day. Not quite as hot as yesterday, though it is supposed to get up to 35 Celsius this afternoon. Not quite as humid either, but all in all, very nice day. How do you really know when you're in Cambodia? Because it tells you everywhere you look. Here on the chair, Cambodia beer. You see the word beer there? Cambodia beer. Here, there's a political sign. Cambodian People's Party. And even more than that, you look up here. Yes, hello noisy truck. So you could be mistaken for thinking that we're in Vietnam, but we're in Cambodia, because the sign says so. So this is Highway 1 in Cambodia, and Phnom Penh is that away. For those people who think my bicycle is overloaded, this gentleman here, he's collecting plastic bottles. Look at his little bicycle. Well unbalanced, as we'd say. Yes, very, very good. All right, as you can see, the roads are getting busier. That way, 130 kilometers now to Phnom Penh. Good afternoon, Cambodia. Here I am, still on Highway 1, trucking along. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Did I mention it's hot? Damned hot. And it's humid. Damned humid. But you know, I love it. Yeah, it's about the maximum heat of the day right now. I guess around 35 Celsius. That's supposed to be the high for today. Really, they said 35 from 12 till 3. So that's 2 o'clock nearly now. Done 65 kilometers so far today, including wasting a good hour or so at the border crossing there. Not that it was wasted, it just took more time than it should. They ask you to fill out a form, you go back. Oh, you need to fill out 2 forms. Never mind. All very good. Like I say, they needed to see the paper copy of my visa. Don't really know why when they've got all the information already on the stamp inside your passport. Don't know what I'd have done if I'd have thrown that away. Never mind. All right, so if you look at the highway ahead, pretty much from the border to Phnom Penh, capital of Cambodia, it's pretty much a straight line. So today I've had no hills, not even one bridge to go up and over. So totally dead flat. The wind's primarily coming from the side there. A little bit in my face, but nothing too disruptive. So we're just plodding along. 109 kilometers now to Phnom Penh. And this is it really. Doesn't get much more exciting than this as I'm pedaling along. Seems to be a lot more traffic heading towards Vietnam than going away from it. So hot, humid, but it feels lovely. Every 30 to 40 minutes I stop for water. Every hour or two, well, which is twice really, I've stopped for a beer, an energy drink, and a water. Only had 1 sugarcane juice today. The vendors for sugarcane are few and far between here. There was a lot at the border, but now I've got way past the border. Don't see them anymore. So this is it. The road condition's still pretty good. I'll give this between a 7 and an 8 out of 10. It's actually quite fine here. A couple of places. I think they've had some heavy rain recently, and the dirt and the water has spilled out over the road. Gets a little bit dangerous because you have to go into the middle of the road to get around it. But for the main part, relatively mundane, and all in all, a nice journey. Like I said, superb weather, that beautiful blue sky. North of Da Nang, so much mist, smog, fog in the air that you haven't been able to see the blue sky for probably a month now. And then when we took the train south to Da Nang, then Nha Trang, then Saigon, blue skies all the way, which is nice. So long may the nice weather continue, and it's keep pedaling for another 15 or 20 kilometers today, and then another 80 or so kilometers tomorrow into Phnom Penh. Here comes a big boy, pumping out the pollution as well. Right, I just told you 1 minute ago, no sugarcane juice. I said that, and here we are. There's the sugarcane, there's the machine, there's the residue. So I'm gonna have myself nice cold sugarcane juice, get some natural electrolytes in my body, and then head that way, Phnom Penh. Get there tomorrow afternoon. Have a look at this little tiny motorcycle here, and have a look at what it's pulling. It's incredible. Look at these beautiful trees, magnificent. Look at that. I'll go back a little bit so you can see better. Look at this. This motorcycle's not much larger, you see that? Look at the size of the trailer, it's massive. Imagine how heavy that is. Look how tall those trees are. Isn't that amazing? Fantastic. Fantastic indeed. Amazing. Well, I certainly hope their little motorcycles can take it. I'm sure they can. Look at my little bicycle, it looks so small in comparison. So there I've got sugarcane juice that I just purchased, and I also bought another bottle of water because it's mighty hot today, it really is. Definitely 35 right now. Beautiful blue skies, like I said. And the roads not too busy. You get used to all these big trucks. And they don't really encroach on the bicycle lane, so no real danger for me. Well, you knew it, yes. We are on AH1. Oh, there goes the motorcycle with his trees. So there you go, AH1. I did wonder, but ever since crossing the border, which is now about 70 kilometers ago, that's the first sign I've seen of any evidence that this is still AH1. I thought that was the name given to it only in Vietnam, but what do I know? So there you go, Cambodia and Vietnam, AH1. That's the main freeway outside of the tollways going from Saigon to Phnom Penh, and possibly goes all the way into Thailand. We'll see later. Alrighty ho! I've made it to my destination hotel. Not that I knew this hotel was here, but really, all over Southeast Asia there's an abundance of cheap hotels. It's just a question of looking. So the one I'm at tonight, this one here, no idea of the name, $10 US. That's not bad. 40,000 of the local currency, 250,000 of Vietnamese, and $10 US. So that's $2 under budget, which is good, because yesterday's hotel last night was $4 over budget. So all in all, very good. Now I need to go out, get a little bit of drink, get a little bit of food, bring it back to my room, edit today's video. Alrighty ho, so that's it for today. All in all, been pretty good. Did the border crossing. I've done 80 kilometers in about 7 hours, and not bad, seeing as I wasted 1 hour at the border. Alrighty ho, got some nice flowers there behind me. How about that for a nice backdrop, if we can get them in the picture there. Alright, so I'm gonna leave you with 1, 2, 3. Are you ready? Let's get some brightness here. I'm gonna leave you with miles of smiles. Good morning, Cambodia! Hey, it's just after 8 o'clock in the morning. It's Wednesday, April 23, and this is day 3 of my bicycle ride from Saigon to Pattaya. And if we turn this around here, here's our road marker sign, Phnom Penh, 95 kilometers. So that's how far I'm going today. Woo-wee! Look at those blue skies. Like I said, it's just after 8 a.m. It's got to be 30 something already. Man alive, it's hot. Woo! Hot and humid. And do I love it or not? Yes, I love it. Have a look at this van here. Oh, you do get some rust buckets in Cambodia. As I've mentioned, look at that beautiful blue sky. but it is already in the low 30s, so like a good boy, yes, I already stopped to buy some water, and I'll be stopping every 10 or 15 kilometers along this journey to buy water and some snacks as well. All right, talking about snacks, something strange happened yesterday on the YouTube video, because on my original video, which I looked at this morning, the one on my laptop, I've got an extra 30 seconds of footage which didn't appear on the YouTube. So I'm going to insert it here. It was when I was buying some barbecue yesterday afternoon, and for some reason when I uploaded it to YouTube, that 30 seconds didn't appear. So here it is right now. Here I am still on the main highway, 140 kilometers to go to Phnom Penh, and I fancied something to eat, so I stopped. This guy's got a barbecue grill going there, so I ordered myself one of each. So I've got sausage, barbecue stick, like little baby sausage balls there, with some papaya salad, an energy drink called Crud, Cambodia beer, and water. So the 3 drinks was 4,000 together. That included a discount because I won. When I pulled the cap there, I won a discount. And actually the Crud, I won a whole can, but I said to the man, you can have my can. We do get snakes in Southeast Asia, and obviously Cambodia has snakes. Here's one, about 1.5 meters long, but it's been well squished. You see that? Not alive anymore. He's gone to snake heaven. I've been cycling exactly 1 hour, managed to do 15 kilometers the first hour, which is pretty good. And for breakfast, gonna have my favorite sugarcane juice. So the price of the sugarcane juice here, identical size to Vietnam, is 2,000 of the Cambodian money. That's exactly 50 cents American, because you get 4,000 local Cambodian money for $1 US. So I'm heading that way to Phnom Penh, 80 kilometers to go. Let's see how loaded up this guy is. Not so overloaded, that one. Because it's funny, they do like to overload their little motorcycle carts in this country. I didn't see anything like this in Vietnam, but you see a lot of ornate temples in Thailand. So this is more akin to Thailand, even though, of course, this is Cambodia. A little bit different style of architecture to the temples in Thailand. They almost look like tombs. Yes, actually, perhaps this is an ornate cemetery. Yes, I wonder if these are tombs of some kind. If anybody knows, leave it in the comments below. I mean, some of these are absolutely wonderful. There's a white and gold one there. Look at these gold ones here. So ornate. Matching pair here. Yes, possibly tombs of some kind. So put it in the comments below if you know what these are. If you look behind me there, you may be able to see a suspension bridge looming in the distance. Because finally, we're going to get some uphill on this trip. ever since leaving Saigon, haven't had any uphill yet, so this is not much of an uphill, but at least it does go up. So I'll cycle to the top of the hill and see if I can film some footage from the top. 200 feet in the air. Finally the views are getting a little bit more spectacular. Look at this. Another one of those massive rivers, like the Mekong, but not the Mekong. So I'll give you another view when we're at the top. So here I am at the highest point of the road bridge. So with nothing coming to the left, nothing coming to the right, let's walk over the bridge. And this is the view from 250 feet above the water. That is south, heading towards the Gulf of Thailand. That's east, heading towards Vietnam. That's north, heading towards Laos. And that is west, heading towards Thailand, and also Phnom Penh today. Not much traffic coming. I'm gonna risk my life, scoot across the road. There you go, there's my bicycle, all safe and sound. And for those of you that know me well, what goes up must go down. It's just after 12 o'clock lunchtime. Hoo-wee, that sun is getting hot. About 35 degrees right now. Humidity is right up there. I just stopped, get myself yet another drink. This time it's sugarcane. I just ordered my sugarcane. I'm imagining this is the husband, because this is the wife. Very friendly lady. Nice smile. And yeah, she has a nice pile of residue there. And here is my sugarcane juice. Only the second I've had today, but I've had a lot of water. I would think a good 6 or 7 bottles already. I've had 1 beer, 6 or 7 waters, 1 energy drink, and 2 sugar canes. Wow, but you need it. Humidity is so high, and I'm just pedaling away. Whoo-wee. You can see how beautiful and blue the sky is in between the clouds. Very nice weather indeed. The road surface has deteriorated a little bit. It's more like a 5 out of 10 now. Earlier this morning it was a 7 out of 10. In places it's actually gone down to a 3 or a 4. So not too bad when it's a 7. Pretty horrible when it's a 3 or a 4. All right, I'm gonna keep trucking. And Phnom Penh, another 45 kilometers that way. If you look closely, you'll see the sweat running down my face. Here's something that looks interesting. Guarded by 2 majestic elephants. Got a nice archway there. Got a lot of flags. You see the flags are hardly moving, which is good. Now that I'm inland, seems we don't have so much wind. Hello! Smile, you're on camera! Some kind of monastery, I'm thinking. Ornate gate. Ooh-ha, there's a big hump. Yes. Ah, I'm thinking we may be on the banks of the Mekong River here. Let's go down here and just have a look. See if we can see the mighty Mekong. I checked earlier, that suspension bridge I went over, that was the Mekong River. Right, so here's the end of this. Oh, look at that for a snake. See that? The man riding the serpent. So yes, in the distance, can you see the Mekong River? There you are, the mighty Mekong, which we crossed 2 months ago heading into Ho Chi Minh City, and we crossed it again this morning. Good afternoon, Cambodia. It's mid-afternoon, still bloody hot, around about 35 or 36 Celsius, depending which weather app you go to. I'm on the outskirts of the city of Phnom Penh now. I can actually see some high-rise buildings in the distance, so I guess 7 or 8 kilometers to downtown. So I've done 80-something kilometers so far today, so getting closer. And if you look ahead, the road is reasonable, not that great. It's been reasonable all day, which is good. Just in case you're wondering, the population of this city, Phnom Penh, capital of Cambodia, is about 2.3 million, whereas Ho Chi Minh City, otherwise known as Saigon, is almost 10 million. So a vast difference in the size of the cities. Saigon is at least 4 times larger than Phnom Penh, and Hanoi is between 8 and 9 million people. So Hanoi and Saigon, 2 mega cities of almost 10 million people each, and the population of Vietnam as a whole is about 100 million, and the population of Cambodia as a whole is only 17 million. So Cambodia, a lot less populated, and Thailand in comparison is just over 70 million population these days. So there you go, that's the difference in the cities. All right, we're trucking along the highway. I've kept up a pretty good pace all day. Not much wind. What wind there's been has been swirling around, so I can't say it's from behind or from the front or from the side. Seems to be everywhere today, and that's fine. The wind's not an issue at the moment. The hardness of the road is, it's gone down on this particular lane here, it's gone down to about a 5 out of 10. So I'm starting to get a little bit of saddle soreness. So hopefully I'll find a hotel within the next 10 kilometers. That'll be my bunk for tonight. Then tomorrow, I'm going to go into Phnom Penh, do a little bit of exploring. So I'll show you that tomorrow. Good evening, Cambodia. It's now 6 p.m. I got to the outskirts of Phnom Penh at 4 o'clock. I've actually spent the last 2 hours inside the dental clinic because for the last 3 days I've had toothache. So I thought while I was going past a nice quality dental clinic, I would go in, and they did a lot of work. They did cleaning, they gave me, I think, 3 fillings and a whole bunch of work. The total was $65 US, way over my budget. So it's what it is what it is, I guess. She wants to do more dental work on me tomorrow, but they want $100 for that, and I just cannot afford it. So I think I'm going to give that a miss. Wait till I get back to Thailand and earn some money. So I'm going to have to tell them to cancel that. All right, so I'm going to go outside again. Now with my teeth nice and shiny and clean because I gave them a good cleaning. All right, I'm going to say to you guys, I'm going to leave you with miles of smiles.